Hi, everyone, and welcome to your full moon in Aquarius energy reading and pick a card. We are going to be talking about how you can use this Aquarius energy to your advantage. So let's get started. All right. Aquarius's key phrase is I know. What does this mean and where is it going to show up in your life this full moon cycle, and how can you use it to your advantage? All right. Aquarius energy is all about being one of a kind, the inventor, the maverick, thinking outside the box, and maybe being a tad bit eccentric. One of the things that I learned about Aquarius energy early on is that when there doesn't appear to be an answer to a question or a situation, the energy will push you to dig and inquire and use your networks and connections until you are able to find the answer. It doesn't allow you to give up because there is just a belief, a knowing that the answer is out there to be found. Aquarius energy is also the futurist, seriously interested in technology, and the humanitarian with a genuine compassion for the collective and the community. And then there's the truth speaking, rule breaking, non conforming, going off the beaten path, definitely not following revolutionary side. There is a shadow side here, and that is to avoid being distant, detached, and cold, especially when it comes to friendships and partnered relationships. Okay, so now that we know what the I know energy is, let's take a look at where it's going to show up for each zodiac sign. But first, I want to give you a couple of examples of how to use this Aquarius energy for releasing and letting go. So let's say, for example, you have the 10th house. This full moon in Aquarius is landing in your 10th house. You know what? You want to release and let go. So, what are some of the attributes here that you might want to release and let go of when it comes to your career, how people see you? All right. Maybe you don't want people to see that you're distant and detached and that you only care about your work. Or maybe you only care about your work and you just dig and dig and dig into it until you have no energy to give anymore. Those would be things that you would want to let go of. Or let's say it's landing in your first house, which is all me, how people see you. Again, do you want people to kind of see you as someone who is just always pushing the limits, and not in a good way is what I'm saying here. Just always like being the one that wants to do the opposite of what everyone else wants to do just for the sake of doing it and not for any specific reason. That may be something that you want to let go of this full moon. So it's kind of, when you're letting go, it's kind of the negative side to these attributes, right? You want to find out what it is in that house that you're landing in. And then you apply this and say, you know what? When it comes to this area of my life, this is the attribute from Aquarius and I need to let go of. Back to, we want to look at your rising sign, okay? Because that's the most accurate. If you don't know your rising sign, look at your sun sign. And if you need or want to book a personalized full moon reading with me, there is a link in the description box. But let's just remember here, everyone, full moons are all about releasing and letting go of what no longer serves you or your highest good. And once you get rid of that clutter in your life, it actually allows room to plant the new moon wishes in a couple of weeks. So I will see you in your rising or sun sign. Hi everyone, and welcome to the second part of your full moon in Aquarius reading. This is the Pick-A-Card. We have 2 piles, and what these piles are for, you can actually release and let go in addition to what you've already heard in your rising sign or sun sign, or you can actually do one of these piles or both of them in place of. It's totally up to you. So first pile here, this card, or this cute little moon, which is Tourmalated Quartz. Second pile is this card with a black obsidian moon. So whatever moon, whatever card, or whatever pile number calls to you, that is yours, and I will see you in your reading. Hi to those of you who chose pile 1, this card, or this Tourmalated Quartz moon. This is going to be your pick-a-card. We're going to get right into it. We have live tarot and oracle at the end, and we have oracle here starting with overall energy. So remember, this can be in addition to what you've already heard or in place of. It's totally up to you, okay? So overall energy for you, pile 1, is water element sensing. Okay. New moon, new beginnings, planting seeds, setting intention, blank page. And I'll hold this card up. This card has been coming out. In the last set of full and new moon readings, this card came out, and possibly in the one before. So I'm just holding up so you can see the name, but it's Libra and Scorpio energy, and it says, do not fear to lose what you already have. Your heart is a guardian and your soul the brightest star. Okay. So clearly, I feel, pile 1, that you are maybe going through a bit of a situation or stage right now where you're feeling, sensing, okay, that it's time for a new beginning, but I feel that you're holding back, and we have fear here. So do not fear to lose what you already have. I'm going to be interested to see what that is in the rest of these cards, okay? So let's, and just what intuitively comes in once we get the rest of the cards out. So clearly sensing you need a new start, but what is it that you're going to let go of the fear, but what is that fear? What's it surrounding? So let's take a look. We have a passionate, intense, or mysterious phase. Passion. Oh, look, we have a couple here on this card. It looks like they're doing the Argentine tango. I'm just saying. All right. Many years of Dancing with the Stars watching there. We have Venus, beloved, okay, or beloved. Okay. Don't let your past hold you back, South Node, and believe in your good luck, first quarter moon in Sagittarius. Well, I'm going to say what I believe that you need to let go just based on Venus here, right? The planet of love. And that's love of everything, but it does rule the 7th house of relationships, and that is serious relationships, not the 5th house where it's just dating. We have don't let your past hold you back, believe in your good luck. So what I'm going to say here for you, pile 1, this could be short and sweet. I know I say that and then it never is, but it's going to be shorter. I feel that you're afraid of losing yourself. You're afraid of losing yourself if you start this new relationship. Now, when we say relationship, yes, we're seeing a couple here, but apply it to your life as it should be applied. It could be a new relationship with a friend, a new relationship with someone that you are on a team or somebody that you do an extracurricular activity with. It could be a new business partner, because I am thinking with I know it's Scorpio, but I am thinking that it could even be with a business partner, okay? And it's saying don't let your past hold you back. So maybe you've been burned before. Maybe you didn't have a good experience. Maybe for some of you, you have lost your partner, okay? And, you know, you're afraid that you will never be able to have a relationship or even love someone like that again. This is telling you, yes, you can, and yes, you should. Don't be afraid of losing yourself. Now, I do feel that I also have to say this, because what they're saying is, if you are in a relationship where you are being controlled and you are in fear of losing yourself, well, then that isn't the right relationship for you, because you should never feel like you're being controlled or manipulated or made to be someone that you're not. Okay, so if that's your fear, then you may need to reevaluate. But we're talking about releasing and letting go this full moon, okay, in Aquarius. And what I want to say is, don't be afraid to lose yourself. You need to let go of that fear. That's what you need to let go of, okay? That fear of losing yourself. If you're in the right relationship, you're going to still be the bright star that you are, right? So let's get some tarot, clarification, confirmation, additional guidance and messages. Yeah, because the new moon, back to new beginnings, planting seeds, setting intentions, a blank page. It's time for you to start over, and you're feeling it. But your past, I think, somehow is holding you back. You got to believe, if you've met someone, believe your good luck, okay? Venus is here. She's looking out for it, all right? Page of Wands, invention. Ooh, but the thing we know about pages of wands, you know, well, I'll talk about pages in a second. I love to talk about the pages. Queen of Cups, okay. So we've got the emotions, we've got the fire, we've got a card with passion. Oh, actually, you know what? Two come out. I'm going to take them both. Right. Temperance and judgment. So healing and action. All right, what I want to say here is, okay. This is all about finding balance. Balance cards have been coming out in readings. They really want us to build on relationships, to find the right people. I just find seems to be a recurring theme in the readings lately, finding balance. And whatever it is, there will be different topics, right? But also building relationships, solid foundations, fixing relationships, improving upon them, right? Because that's what we need in this world. We need to all get along with one another, and that is not happening. So they're going to keep sending that message until one person at a time, we all get it. So I will just say it as it comes, and the cards that they've given that are laid out on the table here. But with the Queen of Cups, I mean, she is compassionate and nurturing and kind, and here we have, she's also represents self-love and self-care and self-nurturing. So don't fear losing yourself. If that's the way you're already treating yourself, you're not going to lose anything. And with the Page of Wands, I mean, pages are young and excited, and you know, they're inspired, okay? So take on that energy, get inspired to take on this new relationship, to understand and be thankful for the good luck that's come your way, maybe in the person that you've met. We did talk about if the relationship was the other way, but you know what to do in that case. But if you do this, you're going to find the balance. And the Judgment card can mean many things, but I always write, it's rising up. It's rising up and meeting the challenge. It's rising up and meeting the relationship or the person where they are, finding the balance, not being fearful and therefore not giving it your all. Okay, so there's a fresh new start here for you. We can call that with judgment as well, the word action. And we have it here with the new moon card. This is your time, pile one. This is, you need to release and let go this full moon of that fear. And you know what? It's not going to happen overnight, so don't be discouraged. Just keep working on it. Whether you have to write it down, do affirmations, you say something every day, I don't know, whatever it is that works for you. But we have a couple of more oracles here, so let's get those out and see what else. The unexpected. I love it. Expect the unexpected, right? That's a, I don't know, somebody says that on a TV show. I think it's a sporting show or something. Expect the unexpected. Oh, I think it was Big Brother. If you actually give yourself to this fully, you get past the fear, you kind of let this little bit of Scorpio passion come into the balance with the Libra and the Temperance and Venus, who rules Libra, and the 7th house. Look, I feel with the Temperance and the Judgment card, great things are going to happen for you. So don't be afraid. Take the leap. Be the fool. Take the leap. It's a new beginning. That's what new moons are all about, planting the seeds, right? Watching them grow, nurturing them. And this would be nurturing the relationship. I have power. It is real. Full moon. Okay, that's enough said. I love this reading for you, pile one. And again, remember, you're releasing and letting go. The more you clear that old clutter, old ways of thinking, old ways of being, old fear patterns, okay, thought patterns, then you allow with the new moon the space. You've cleared out space in your person to allow what does serve you to come in, okay? And based on what is right here, this is going to serve you. So you need to release that fear. All right, thank you, and I will see you next in your new moon reading. Hi to those of you who chose this black obsidian moon or this card. This is your pick a card reading for the full moon in Aquarius. Okay, so you can actually take this reading and do it along with what you've already heard for releasing and letting go, or you can do it in addition to. Okay, let's get right into it. We have live tarot at the end with oracle cards. We're going to go through an overall energy and oracle here, and see what else that maybe you're going to do to release and let go this full moon, or in place of. It's totally your decision. So we have void of course moon missing. Ooh, all right, what's missing? And then we have 11th house, which is ruled by Aquarius, and Aquarius is ruled by Neptune, and it's all about your connections. I connect. So it's your friendship groups, your sporting groups, your social groups. It's any kind of team you're on, right? Any kind of society you're in. It's technology. It also is Aquarius and Uranus. Oh, did I say Neptune? I think I did. Sorry. Aquarius and Uranus, and that is marching to the beat of your own drum. It can also be humanitarianism, okay? And we have this card, which I'll just hold up for you so you can see the name. Wisdom and affinity. Duality teaches us that in order to love, we must bind together what differentiates us. Again, I just had this card, I think, last month too. Okay. And that is Pisces. So what else do we have? Gemini, retrograde. We had this last month too. Oh my heavens. I always say they've really been on. Okay, we have it's time to take action. Know your worth. New moon in Taurus, new moon in Aries. I just want to talk about this for a minute. Should I stay? Should I go? Indecision. New moon in Gemini. Retrograde review. We also had pile one had repeating cards from last month. And this retrograde card, I think, come up for both new and full moon last month. They really are talking about a lot about relationships. 11th house relationships, personal relationships. Okay, and as I said in pile 1, it's all because, you know, we need to get along here on planet Earth, and that is not happening. What's happening right now is we're dividing ourselves further and further apart, and that's really not what's meant for humanity. It's not what's supposed to happen. So I think that's why we keep getting these messages over and over again. They're really like, you know what, we'll tell it to you 15 different ways. You pick the way that works best for you to make amends and do what it is that you need to do. But for pile 2, for this reading, we have void of course, moon missing. We're talking about friendships, groups, social groups, okay? And finding out what it is, right? Because we're more alike than we are not. So we may feel sometimes like, oh no, I could never, you know, hang around with that person, or, you know, do, you know, be in contact with that person, be a partner with that person. I'm talking about in a group, right? We have nothing in common. But actually, you know what? We kind of do. We just may not feel warm and fuzzy towards the person when we first meet them. So we've got to find that common bond. What is it that binds us together? That's humanity as a whole. But for us right here in this reading, what I'm seeing here is you need to think about it. I call retrograde the re's. It's like a reduce, reuse, recycle, right? It's review, reevaluate, reassess, redo, reaffirm, reanalyze. Anything that's a re, okay? They want you to look at those groups that you're in. Like I said, anything social, friendship, whatever it is. And the reason I'm saying that is because, look, we have missing. There's something missing. I think it's what is it that binds you together with that group. I think you feel like there's something missing. So we're talking about releasing and letting go. And literally pile 2, I think this is a very specific message. Should I stay or should I go? There's indecision here, Moon and Gemini. Which direction? Do you go find another group? Is this a group of old friends and maybe you're outgrowing them? Is that what you need to let go? Is it the thought about some of the people in the group that maybe you're not gelling with, that you're not, you know, paying much attention to or having much to do with because, you know, they've just rubbed you the wrong way? But the whole point of being out and being social is to build those bonds, right? To find the ties that bind type of thing. So should you maybe let go of that and give that person another chance, or maybe a group of people another chance? Is that what you need to let go of? Your first impressions or your preconceived notions of who they are and what they're about? Whatever it is, they want you to review it. You need to make a decision, and it's should I stay or should I go? If you're going because you've reviewed it and you realize, you know what, this group maybe isn't for me. I know that I can find my group of people out there somewhere. For others of you, it will be just coming to terms with we're more alike than we are different. I just need to find that common bond with them. But regardless, they're telling you it's time to take action, okay? Because there's something missing in around this 11th house energy. So, and know your worth. Maybe you're not being treated well in one of these groups. Pardon me just one moment. Okay, so maybe you're not being treated well. Maybe you're kind of being, you know, shunned a little bit or in some way. Again, should you stay or should you go? Is it because you're not maybe giving it all you got or putting yourself out there totally? Maybe you're a little bit shy. So this might be your message to say, you know what, this is a good group for you. You need to step it up a little bit, or you really could be shunned a little bit or even bullied, and maybe it's time to go. But you need to know your worth. So if it is the latter where they're just ignoring you or bullying you or whatever, know your worth, and you're worth more than that, okay? So that's the main message. Let's get for releasing and letting go. Literally, are you staying or are you going, right? If you stay, there's stuff you need to release, preconceived notions and thoughts, first impressions. And if you're going, you're going, right? So that's what you can think about for this full moon in Aquarius, for releasing, letting go. Let's get some tarot for confirmation, clarification, or further guidance. We have the Emperor. Structure. Interesting. A couple things with that. King of Pentacles, security. Okay, I love this. Knight of Pentacles, trust. Okay, there we have it. Maybe for some of you, okay, oh, and I didn't say this in pile 1, and I forgot to say it until now. Sometimes the message might be in an individual card, or it's going to be the message as a whole. You take it as it applies to you. So, structure. Maybe the group isn't structured, and that's why you feel you need to let it go, okay? Maybe you're not feeling secure there, or you're not having, like, you're having a false sense of security there, okay? Maybe you're not trusting the people in the group. Again, they've just, you know, they've kind of first impression, they've rubbed you the wrong way. Whatever it is, it's your decision. Maybe you're looking for groups that do these things for you, where you walk in and it's organized and it's fun, and because there's structure and a good solid foundation and a good group of people. You're looking for people that you can trust, that make you feel safe, okay? So that's kind of going right along with what we've been talking about. So again, the decision, it's up to you if you want to work on releasing and letting it go. Let's get a couple of more oracles and then we'll tie this up pile 2. Assessing. This card came out last month as well. Oh, wow. They really want us, you know, I said it's like you're going into your own personal retrograde, right? When it comes to your friends, social groups, whatever it is. Yeah. And I will say exactly what came out for the last one, because I remember this is you looking at this situation, big picture, to find out what's missing. In this case, it's the other half of the moon that she can't see, right? But there she is in her hot air balloon, way above. She is looking out big picture, and she is reassessing the situation. So I love the way that came in pile 2. Let's, oh, here we go. I am connected to the earth and all life around me. Oh, that was from Moon Goddess Artemis. I love that. And that is just what I was saying, but in a different way. We are all more alike than we are different. We all need to get along. That's not a catchphrase. That's not a, you know, oh, you know, I say it because it sounds good. It's the truth. We have to. It's getting to the point of ridiculous out there with just people canceling people and being Karens and just the craziness, right? It needs to stop. So, and just, you know, dividing over politics and stuff like that. It's come to a point with social media, because now we can see everything all the time, that it's really dividing us, and they are sending the messages over and over, like I said, in different ways, but over and over again about relationships, finding the right ones, finding the one that's for you, that's solid, not really caring about the person, just wanting what they can give you or what they have, rather than what would actually be good for you. Okay, I'm going to stop preaching now. So that's it, pile 2. I hope you enjoyed this message. I will see you next for your new moon readings.